Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio. She has a wicked imagination for her age. I was seeing and hearing things that weren't there. That's why I'm taking pills. I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently. Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up. I don't really want to. About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping. A cold tap. Drip. 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 And then it began. I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell. Then I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness, like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me. It's happened 5 times, even on clozapine. I get that strange aura, then I'm gone. I had tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. But all the scans were normal. No. I have certain flashbacks. It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others' heads, all prisoners, being experimented on. They rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts, bruises, memories.
I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help them. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing. Not necessarily. If it's a traveler, then they just jump into any vessel, have their fun and go. It just needs to be someone nearby. No. I can do a reading if you want. The chariot. Is Zach a suspect? I'm sensing there's a lot of tension, pent-up frustration, like he's trying to keep everything together, and if he can just do that... I'm sorry, that's not much help to you, is it? A little bit. What did you want to know? A rite can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony. Yes, a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs. Not fair, is it? Three is a powerful number. There's a divine balance to it in our universe anyway. But maybe it doesn't mean anything where the traveler's from. Maybe 3 is just the carry-on limit for interdimensional travel. Was it a gold coin? That's more of a serial killer thing than a possessed by a traveler thing. It's a bit showy, but well, there's no guarantees. Yes, of course, anything. I've already been doing that, but sure, I'll keep at it. Maybe it'll feel sorry for me and finally put out.
Yes, I met her at the radio station. I was offering my services. Earning a living's tricky when you travel around as much as we do. And last time I checked, Violet wasn't offering us room and board for free. In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. We couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity. Because he said he'd see us again. In August. Before we even knew it was a month and a place.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help. Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do. You got it. Me and the spirit world are going to have a serious chat. I'll get back to you when I find something.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
What do you know about it? She thinks she was abducted. Obviously, it's all fiction. We've got a new target. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Rain's confirmed he met Alice at the radio station. Picking his next victim, maybe? Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it, it's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Violet told you about her brush with aliens? You seem far too interested in those kind of things. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Home ceiling, and yet more dominoes fell, landing at the heads of...
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
I mean, it's very, very heavy. It's wooden, and...
Correct.
It's got engravings on it. I think are they animals?
There could be animals. And some people might interpret them as animals.
But there's 4 figures on it. Perhaps a walking cross, maybe?
Bron, what are we going to do about Alice?
What would you do about Alice?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Let's think. What have we tried before?
The few times we've caught up with the traveller, nothing's worked.
Talking to, killing them. Talking to them, restraining them, killing them.
That was an accident, and it worked. But we lost a real person too. We need to get them to leave, not kill them and the host.
Aged 17. Apparently, their essence remains.
What a day. Alice Munro, then. Looks like our traveller likes redheads.
I wouldn't be so sure. Looks that way. I wouldn't. Looks that.
Should we be worried about Violet?
Maybe. She thinks she was abducted by aliens.
Then that possibly means she's already been a traveller target. What else did she say?
Something about being in a row of heads?
So they're killing us for sport. Sounds about right.
Sir?
Yes.
And it's tiny. And it's made of, I think, metal. I think it's metal.
We had the same metal in one of our earlier shows, do you remember? It was the same material.
Do you believe Tara can predict things now?
I'm not one for mystics and crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
It says you're lying about your alibi.
So, no, I don't believe.
Theme that we've visited before in our shows. It's a Bronze Age amulet with 3 circles. It was excavated at Brindley Hill within August. Legend says that it was while traversing.
Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Get out now before I call the police!
What's this object, do you think?
Well, it's quite heavy, and it feels like...
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Dragon.
Or a lion with
Yes.
wings?
Claude.
Oh, right. Of course.
Chief, what a surprise to see you. Again.
Why didn't you tell me Ellis was next?
I told you Dorota was first. And that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
But when used correctly in a pair, its feng shui guards against evil.
Oh, wow.
Oh, something that guards against evil. In particular in August at the moment. Shop is now closed.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Seen anything like this. So, and I think I want to say it's, and there's a handle, and then it kind of looks like a bell shape,
Yeah.
like a wooden bell with a large handle.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a non.
Hi, I'm Lexi. Oh, I'm Lexi.
Ancient burial ground called Saqqara.
Lexicorn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the walls are thin?
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story.
What did you hear?
Does Sam like me? Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die? Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Why not? Why not? Because you're a... Why not?
I'm gonna stick around until you're sick of the sight of me, alright? I'm not in any danger. Ellis is in danger. Sam's in danger.
I think is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Poe?
Yeah, I think it has several interesting elements to it. From the sharks, I mean, often sharks, they stand for perhaps some danger.
Our job is so stressful.
Tell me about it. Chasing around, trying to triumph good over evil. Generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it? Why don't we just quit? Why do we do it?
And leave Bron on her own? Quite possibly to die? No. I'm locked till the end. Whatever that may be.
There are different elements here that I'd like to discuss. So, firstly, the idea of a circus. Now, when you go to the circus, it's massive and it's a crazy experience, and some people love it, some people hate it. But what it actually...
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
Oh yeah, you need to balance. You need the balance.
Exactly, that's exactly right. So what the typeword refers to is actually the balance in your life. Now, you were exactly spot on actually about the sharks being something negative, but in...
The library burned down 3 weeks after their sale. Would you believe it?
Wow.
They're normally, when used correctly in a pair, it's feng shui, guards against evil.
Oh, wow.
That's what can happen when you sell something that guards against evil.
I think I'd quite like to have a guard against evil.
Particularly in August at the moment.